but you've come to a determination for yourself and a reason for it. Explain.
So the DOGE Caucus is just a group of Democrats, a few Democrats and Republicans who want to work together to find more efficiencies in government, to find fraud and waste, right? Because we want to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars. And let me be clear, I think most of my colleagues that are in this caucus, which, by the way, isn't working with Elon Musk, he's off on his own, they're operating in good faith. But fundamentally, I don't see how we can actually do this work when Elon Musk is blowing things up. It's like trying to replace your roof when someone's throwing dynamite through the window into your living room. It's just not possible. So I'm leaving the DOGE Caucus. I will continue to do the work to find efficiencies, but right now I just don't think it's possible with what's happening.
You have to stay, and here's why. You guys are going to be the first line of accountability. Like, you heard what I just said. Some of it will be new to you, some of it wasn't. I'm not saying that Musk is a bad guy, okay? I think he does amazing things. You have to vet somebody who's going to be in this position. Your first target can't be an agency that is investigating you, okay? I mean, this is this is political rule book 101. The reason it happened is because this guy doesn't understand. Okay, he's not part of this world. But now it's going to color all his efforts. You have to stay, Val, because everyone says you're a fair broker. And you guys are going to be the first line of defense to make sure that this is something that helps and doesn't just create a new problem. You can't leave, sorry.
Well, here's what I would say. If I thought that I had any influence or my Republican colleagues had influence, I'd stay. But we don't have influence. We're coming up with ideas. For instance, the Department of Defense. Great example. We have a guy who has contracts all throughout the government who's overseeing the Treasury Department that pays the bills for him and his competitors. It's absolutely unconscionable. But in the Department of Defense, nearly half their budget goes to contractors. Contractors who have no incentive and no accountability when they overcharge the government. So if I could control or even give feedback to Elon Musk that I thought he'd listen to, I'd stay. But I don't see that's productive because, again, he's just blowing up the system and he's accountable to nobody. President Trump handed over the keys to the White House, to the Treasury, to government, to an unelected billionaire. And, it's quite frankly very disturbing.
So, look, this first flush is going to pass. Why not go to the Republicans and Democrats on it and say, look, let's lock arms and say we want to be part of this solution, but we're going to fight against you doing it outside of Congress, because most of the things they want to do on some level are going to need you guys anyway. You can't get rid of an agency without Congress. He can, of course, with the executive power, control how funding works, but not to the degree or the duration or the scope that he's trying to do. So it's going to wind up coming back to Congress anyway. Why not put your first effort there to see if you can get the entire caucus to say, we believe in the goal, but how you do it matters, and this guy's going to work with us or he's going to be against us?
So I talked to Representative Aaron Bean from Florida. He's one of the co-chairs and said, look, here's why I feel like I have to leave. This is, I feel like I'm moving deck chairs on the Titanic, that Elon Musk, via President Trump, right, is trying to take away the power of the purse from Congress. Now, I said to him, I will work with him. I was going to co-chair, the Department of Defense VA Oversight Subcommittee with Derek Van Orden from Wisconsin. I told them both, I will still do that. I will still participate. But fundamentally, how do you fix things when you have people who are absolutely unaccountable to the representatives that people voted for? I'll continue to speak out. And look, in Congress, I'm more of a workhorse. I just get things done. I'm not one of the shiny people you're going to see doing a bunch of press conferences, but we will continue to focus on doing that work. It's just, how do we do that when things are being blown up? All of government, all of our payments, our Social Security numbers are handed over to Elon Musk and his minions who, as you pointed out, are pretty troublesome.
Yeah, we got to know more. But Hoyle, I know who you are. And you are seen as a new generation of leadership that wants to do things differently. That's why, very oddly, I am sitting on live television with you right now telling you shouldn't do what you want to do. Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, Click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.